going on, ladies and gentlemen? In today's video, we're working on the walk behind weed whipper or walk behind string trimmer, whatever you guys want to call it. And now this video is going to help you fix any kind of walk behind that's having a problem of not starting, except when you prime it, it starts and dies. That's going to be a carburetor issue. Now, for a lot of weed snippers, they use a Briggs & Stratton motor. And it's a little different than this one, because I believe, even though I think this is a DR engine, it's very similar to a Honda. The carburetor is a Honda style carburetor. Like if I went online right now and needed a new carburetor, I could just buy a Honda carburetor, slap it on there, get it going. This thing is pretty much brand new. Like on a lot of weed snippers, on after a lot of use, a lot of this will be pretty damaged. You do got a little bit of overshot damage here. This is the original air filter, not even dusty. We'll put that aside because we're not going to need that right now. We're not going to have to change that. The only thing is, customer bought it, sat it for 2 years, went to start it again, had gas in it. Now it needs a carburetor cleaning. And that's going to happen with or without ethanol-free fuel or anything. Gas goes bad regardless. And this is like the stock oil. Like it is crystal clear. I don't even think this thing has a few hours on. I don't even think the thing has broken in yet. Let me look, see if he put fresh gas. Most people do. It smells a little stale. But let's get right into the repair. This will also help if you have this style of carburetor on a pressure washer, on a push mower. It should be relatively the same. I'm hoping, okay, I'm seeing that this looks like it's going to be the stud version, not the 2 long bolts. So when I take these off, it's not going to fall down like the Briggs & Stratton one I just worked. So let's get right into this repair. We're going to start with 2 10mm right here. It's getting better and better every day. The weather. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning here in Arizona. Everybody's doing their yards. I'm starting to get a lot of pressure washers coming in for repair. I'm starting to see more push mowers. This is the primer ball button. We don't have to remove that. Oh yeah, we do, because we're cleaning off this carburetor. Gasket. Now, this just looks like regular dust. It doesn't look like work dust, really. Now, I'm noticing this thing has a real small fuel line. This has no fuel shut off. Which I'm surprised more and more machines, especially DR. I think DR is one of the pricier brands. I don't think it's a generic brand. I don't see a lot of them. But I'm surprised more and more machines just don't put a fuel shutoff on their stock. I don't see how it would affect the price that much, but then again, I'm not a marketing person. I'm not a manufacturer. Maybe it costs hundreds of thousands of dollars to have a fuel shutoff to these machines. Or maybe they want to have to repair them. More money in the long run. But I'm not a DR mechanic, so DR ain't getting any of this money for this repair. Got that fuel line. I hate these small rubber fuel lines like this. They get stuck on there so easy. And it just makes them a pain. Let's pull off the carburetor. Let's remove the choke. It's just a Honda style twist and pull up. God damn. That's some yellow gas. Maybe not as bad. Let's put our clamps on it. I'll have a link in the description for everything. Even if you just want to buy a new carburetor, I'll put a link in the description for it. We can tell, I don't know how good it's going to come up on camera, but I do see a little bit of yellowing in the carburetor. And like I said, all the little paint marks are on there, which they could just wipe off with a little bit of gas. As you see, no more mark. No more mark. I don't know what those are actually for. Maybe I should make a video and research what those are for. Let's drain the gas in the bowl onto the ground. Yep, that's yellow. And that's that staining yellow too. Okay, let's get over to the work table. Okay, let's get to it. We're going to take an offset screwdriver and we're going to put it in here. I like the offset screwdriver because it's perfectly circular and flat. And it pretty much works with every single emulsion tube to get in there. Now, as soon as I get this jet out, I guarantee I don't think that the actual emulsion tube is going to be stuck in there. So I think it should just all come right out as soon as I'm done unscrewing this jet. I probably didn't even have to use it. Let's see. Yep, there it goes. Bam. Perfect. Let me see. Let me look at this. Oh, see, that's clear. That's coming in clear. Other than some yellowing, maybe another little area is clogged up. Let's just give it a quick rinse. This is taking off that yellow real quick. I'm not going to remove the pilot jet. I don't think I need to. It could have just been stale gas as well. That's going through nice and pretty. Now the dogs are barking out there, and they're not my dogs, so that's one thing. My dogs don't bark. Some people like their dogs to bark. My dogs don't bark. Try to get this hole cleaned out right here. That's what I want to see. So, when it comes to the emulsion tube, putting it back on, you see how this has, I just dropped this whole carburetor. Jesus Christ. You see how there's one ring there and two rings there. And then you got an indented part here and a flat part here. Well, always, always, always on every single carburetor I've ever seen where this tube comes out, the double-ended part is going to go down. The single-ended part is going to go up. That's what's going to stick up into the venturi of the carburetor. So, and then the jet sits flat onto the tube. So this part goes up into the venturi. The venturi is the part where the carburetor squeezes in and then expands again. So that goes in. Jet goes in. You're going to tighten this just till your hand tight. You don't have to torque it down. If this is brass, you will ruin it if you torque this thing down. Now just that light cleaning should have been enough. I'm going to drain out some of this gas and I'll just put it on camera. I don't care. You know, I'll show you guys the whole repair. Because sometimes people say, hey, you know, you did that off camera. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to show the whole kit and caboodle. Just so you guys can see, I forgot to spray out the bowl a little bit, get that yellow out of the bowl. Beautiful. Now, as a rule of thumb, this drain hole always goes to the left. Always to the left. You want to be able to access it. So we're going to put that on, tighten up that, and we'll get over to the machine now. This thing should run perfectly fine. Let's drain off the majority of this gas. And it's going to be about 10 ounces. We don't need to drain it all. We'll just find out. Let's just drain it. See how bad it looks. And then I'll pull it up on the camera. Yeah, this looks like he used a fuel stabilizer too, because it's really like orange. So putting some fresh gas in this is probably going to be the best thing to do. And I'm putting in this ketchup container because they're like $1 and I have like 100 of them. Because you can squirt this in your car and your car will run this through fine. Especially mixed with all your other gas in your car. If you have an old car, I wouldn't put it in like a newer car or something. I drive a 2008 Kia Sorento. Okay, that looks like it's all the gas. Let me just crack it open. So yeah, he didn't put any new gas in there. Like, if I was to put this on the shelf right now, no one would know it's gasoline. But that's the gas that was in there. That's the gas that they were working with. So let's put some fresh gas up in here. I got this Harbor Freight funnel set here. That's like $2. You know, you can't beat cheap stuff. We're gonna put fresh gas once we get the carburetor back on. Because if I put gas in, I'm gonna have to fuel clamp it again. That's a pain in the butt. So putting the carburetor back on is pretty simple. We're gonna put, you know what? I'm just realizing that this does not have a spring. The throttle control spring. The throttle return spring. A little different. We normally see a throttle return spring. So let's put this fuel line on. Let me get my pliers, put that fuel clamp back on. And there's no throttle return spring on this one. Now from here we can put our gasket back on. I always put it on backwards first. I don't know why. You'll see how it lines up. Let me just show you if you actually need to see it. Lines up like this. You kind of see it perfectly. I do like this machine a lot. I love these weed snippers. I don't own one personally. I need to buy one though. I think they make your life a lot easier. Now, putting all this back on should be pretty easy. This part doesn't look like it's going to be easy. Okay. 10 millimeters. If you don't do this a lot, hand start these. You do not want to strip them. I will wait to put the air filter back on until I know it runs. But for now, I'm just going to pour some gas up in here. I don't need a lot. Actually, I filled it all the way up. I'm going to make sure it's priming. Actually, I can't see if it is. I think it should be. Let's try to start it. Okay, I hit it. We don't have to pull this one. So it should start right up, hopefully. Oh, that was good. Start it up, let it warm up. Okay, we're letting it warm up right now. Perfect. Let's get the air filter on and let's go weed whip. I got a bunch of weeds that we can whip. Let's go weed whip. Here we go. We're outside in front of my house here. You see all my weeds? Well, let me prime it up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, we're going to weed snip. As you see, we're in front of my house here. What I'm not going to show you is the fact that I was out here trying to pull it. And pull it and pull it and pull it. And I was like, oh, what went wrong? But what went wrong was I don't have the fucking on switch on. Now it'll fire right up. I am so fucking stupid. That was in real time. You see how fast that was? I didn't slow it down or edit it or anything. That's how good one of these does. And you could probably do a whole yard, like my backyard like that. I did it with the handheld one. But to get that down that fast, that's why these things are good. They're good for field and stuff. Now, to be honest, I can't send it back to the customer like that, so I'm going to blow it off. That's what you just use an air compressor for. But I always have to test stuff. You know, you don't want to send it back without actually testing it against the load. So, thank you guys for watching. If this video helped you, hey, I'd appreciate a like and subscribe. Also, just checking out the links. Just getting this far in the video helped me out tremendously. But like always, you can check out the links in the description. It helps me out regardless. I can never breathe. But thank you guys for watching again. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share it with your buddy. And I'll catch you guys on the next repair. Have a good day.